Great to be back with you for another fan stream. It is our final fan stream of the year.
It is.
Feeling in a very festive mood with this
Well, you are.
officially licensed Darth Vader Santa Claus t-shirt, which is very exciting. How you feeling, Chris? Feeling Christmassy?
I am. I'm feeling very good. We've got a lot of presents for everybody today.
Yes, Father Christmas is here to deliver some pretty epic products.
Yeah, the little Christmas tree bundle right here is good.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's been an incredible 2025. We are very excited for what we have today.
We've had a lot of
which is
good
gonna
figures
shape
this
up
year.
to be an even more exciting 2026. But we just wanted to thank the fan community again for all your support throughout what has been a truly phenomenal year.
Yeah.
So we're
Thank
gonna
you
talk
guys
through
for
all
making
three
awesome
segments today,
figures.
starting with vintage, then retro, and then over to Black Series. So
Cool.
let's get started with vintage.
I think I know which
First of all,
retros we're
gonna
getting. The
recap
ones
our
with Garinded, I'm
C6P
hoping.
reveal. Shout out to Eric. He was down there with the Brazil team supporting and revealing two, I think, of the most wanted characters for the vintage collection.
Right,
fans.
that Obi-Wan especially.
Obi-Wan looks great,
Really-
but that
really
Airborne
new.
Trooper
Finally
has
able
been
to
a
do that
long time
character, and
coming
he's
for VC
essentially
fans.
all new. I mean,
Yeah.
I think his upper legs and his hips are reused.
I'm glad they're rehashing
Yeah.
this.
but
These
the
are
rest of them
great
is
looking
all-
figures.
is all
I'm
brand
very
new, so-
excited about that
Yeah,
new.
the team did such an
Airborne
amazing job
sculpt.
on that. And
Even
then
though I'm not a
just picked it
3/3
up, his
guy.
little force push hands, so a nice little extra for that.
Hopefully we have a Black
Mhm.
Series
I always
announcement
like
of
to
one
make those
too.
a little something special. So
Absolutely. The team did a phenomenal job with the soft goods here with Obi-Wan. I think the way that the cloak came out, it
Right.
feels like it's billowing, but it also feels like it can just rest as if he's in that standard vanilla pose like we have in there.
Soft goods on the
inkjet
clone look
deco
good too.
on him,
Yes.
especially, yeah, is really knocking it out of the park on that.
Yeah, the likeness was spot on. And then truly exciting to get the 212th Airborne in.
The Airborne, yeah, a fun trooper variant and building out that the whole 212
Yeah.
line. So
So
I
both
wonder
of
if that
these,
means we're gonna get a
characters will be on Revenge of the Sith
refresh
card
of Cody
They are
soon
a
too,
spring 2026 Walmart
or an all new
exclusive.
Cody
They're
in
not
VC
pre-ordering
soon.
just yet.
That would
They
be
will
cool.
pre-order at Walmart in spring 26.
I would
as
like to see a
mentioned,
Phase 1
Walmart
Cody,
Collector
or at
Con.
least
for fans
the
overseas.
option
it will
for
be
a Phase
available
1
through
helmet
fan
for
channel
Cody.
retailers pre-ordering at the same time as Walmart Collector Con for the US. So everyone will get to pre-order these at the same time. Okay.
Walmart exclusive.
final
Don't forget,
reveals
Walmart
today.
exclusive,
let's
part
get
of the
into it.
Walmart
Yeah.
Collector
So
Con
our
event.
first reveal, moving away from the prequel trilogy for a minute and over to the original trilogy. So this is Greedo from
yeah,
Star Wars: A New Hope, Episode 4.
Yep.
and you guys saw this with the Cantina, but this is our mainline release of Greedo. So yes, he has his friend Han over here.
Oh,
just to be
wonderful.
supportive in his new reveal and release, but
Yeah.
yeah, just a great way to bring this figure back for fans on a regular release mainline, and with this one a new card back. So
Very
And
nice.
this is on the original.
So if you didn't back the
96 card
Cantina
back.
and
Right,
you
which is
wanted the
pretty
new
special.
Check it
Greedo
off.
update, he is
Yeah,
getting
did
a
a nice special
mainline
card back
release.
for the Cantina release, so it was
Mhm.
very tied to the Cantina. But
Looks good
bringing
on that
Greedo
card
to
back too.
mainline, it's just right to bring him back on that crazy green background card.
Yes,
the original. So
for sure.
yeah.
And,
Now if
and
they
the
do
eternal
the
question, right? Who
vest
went
blue,
first?
we can get
Right,
another
well,
Yeah,
Pax
and this
Spawn kick.
and this time Han came out first. Not Greedo. Yeah. So
Exactly.
well, unless you count the Cantina, then I think Greedo came out first.
Yeah.
So yeah.
For sure. So Greedo here is VC 383, and as you can see, he will be a fan channel and Amazon release in spring
383.
26. So pretty special there.
Yeah, he's such a fun version of the
And there's
character,
so
too.
many more
Mhm.
VC figures.
It's great to have
It's
another
just numbered.
definitive version of that character for the Cantina.
Yeah, they're really great. So cool stuff. All right.
Okay, so that was from Star Wars: A New Hope. We're going to move over to The Empire Strikes Back with our next reveal, which is the Snowtrooper Commander.
Ooh,
And shout out to Matt in the photo studio. He did some
is
exceptional
this a refresh of
diorama
the Black
photography for these
Series Phase
characters.
1 carded
As you
release,
saw,
or a
Greedo with
all
the
new mold?
Cantina, as well as here for the Snowtrooper Commander.
Looks like it might be a new mold.
So talk us through this
Looks
one.
like cloth goods
Yeah,
on the
so
comma.
a great update and uniqueness from the regular snowtroopers. Like this is a figure that came out initially in that 3-pack,
is a
but
new
without
one.
a card.
Mhm.
So here's a great opportunity to get him on a card back, so we get to
He
check
looks
that
good.
off. I mean, if you've already got these guys, like
Yes.
you need somebody to lead them into battle. So
Absolutely.
like now we've got the commander there, so he's got unique pieces on him.
Mhm.
The shoulder pieces are upside down from the regular troopers. He's got different boots. He's got a holster, like different helmet, all that sort of stuff going on. Even different deco on his torso. So yeah, really cool and unique version of a snow trooper.
Mhm.
But
It looks really good.
You see him standing in the background of the
That's
ad
probably
exits,
our
so a bunch of other stuff was going
third,
on.
maybe fourth.
And as we mentioned, he's going to
Snowtrooper
be
Commander
fan channel on
mold.
Amazon too. The Imperial Snowtrooper Commander,
Definitely the best one so
alongside
far.
the previously released Snowtroopers there too. You mentioned he's in that scene in the ad.
He's not alone in that scene.
No,
in the ad,
who does he stand beside?
Well, I mean, even as a commander, you need somebody to tell you what to do. So
I do indeed.
he has a friend,
which is our next.
Is it General Veers for
General
real?
Veers, yeah.
Again. shout out to
Finally,
Matt. This
General
is a
Veers gets
great
to be in
photo here
VC.
of,
Oh my
Veers.
gosh.
Yeah, he is a.
We
he's
got
a
the
great figure, removable
AT-AT
helmet.
commander. Real early
but,
VC. He was in
definitely
the,
checking off another.
I want to say the
original
first
96 figure
10s.
Yeah.
with Veers.
And
I
it's
think
not
we've done
Veers.
versions of
It's
this
not
character in
even
the
a really
past,
good
but they
face
haven't
sculpt
been
based
labeled
off of
as
Veers, or even a
Veers.
head
Correct.
sculpt based off of
Um,
Veers. The hair
But this
color is
is him in
completely
a
different too.
Great likeness.
It's nice that Veers is finally officially in the
inkjet
vintage
deco
collection.
On these latest figures is really kicking it up.
This is probably the
just all
third
the subtlety.
officially
Some
named
of the grain
Veers
was in there
figure
on previous ones, so
in
it's
3 3/4
even
scale.
finer printing.
The first was the
So,
Power of the Force 2
And
one.
it's
Because
particularly
again, the
special with a
original
character
vintage
like
line
Veers
didn't
because of that
technically have a
moment
Veers.
in the movie.
And
because it's a pretty zoomed up shot when we first see him
in
the
Saga
attack.
Collection, we
And
got
so
a
to get to
carded
look
General
at
Veers
what's
figure with
now
removable
achievable and
armor, but
possible at this scale
this one is
really,
much better.
It is,
really
yeah.
special.
That
So,
likeness
yeah,
is
edition
incredible.
We'll give him a guy in the background just like in the movie.
There you go.
Very
Over the
nice.
shoulder. Yep.
So we had A New Hope, we had Empire Strikes Back here. Viz is also available at Fan Channel on Amazon. So this is so far 3 figures out of 4 for our first spring Fan Channel wave. Should bring up 4th.
The 4th is pretty special. Like, yeah.
Should we start with this piece?
Well, yeah. We'll give him a little clues to what's coming.
So
Oh,
we have talked
okay,
a
looks
lot
like some
about
Attack of the
Battle
Clones, 'cause
we
of the
previously
HasLab.
showed Padme
We're going
and
back to
Shaak Ti
Geonosis.
at New York Comic Con. And today
We're getting a new
we're
Poggle?
revealing an all new figure, all new from the ground up. You ready?
I hope
Yeah,
it's
let's
Poggle
do
or a
it.
And it
Geonosian
is
warrior.
Poggle the
So
Lesser.
if he toys does not fly,
Yes.
but if he could, he would. I'll take this away just so you can get a better look at the figure. But yeah,
There's got to
the
be a
team
VC
did such a
Geonosian coming
phenomenal
then if we're
job
getting a
on
new
him.
Poggle.
The wings.
That looks
just
so good.
So you can see the wings. Like
Mhm.
they're on little joints back there that they did a bunch of work to really make sure they didn't compromise the torso of the figure and the sculpt in any way more than necessary to really get some great posability and deco on those wings. I mean, Poggle in general, just the amount of gear and sculpt and
Yeah.
deco going on him.
The gold
is-
looks really good
is
too.
next level.
Yeah.
It is an expensive figure to make, but all those bracelets, all the gold.
How does that
trim on
card
his
back
look,
outfit,
though?
Accessories,
All the way down to the ankles too with the
And he's-
anklets there.
and he's a good sized character too. I think in my head he's like the Geonosians are small,
Yeah.
but they're not. Like when you
Mm-mm.
look at him next to a normal human, like
No,
that's-
average
that's right.
Geonosians are like
Yeah.
So
6'3",
He comes with the
6'4".
cane too. And again, shout out to Matt in the photo studio. This image that he shot alongside the Django and Dooku that were, I think, 2024.
That
released,
looks
Yeah, something like that.
was really, really
fantastic.
cool, to get to see that come to life.
Oh,
yeah, and I think,
that's
I think
great.
he used our old
So
playset
much better
from
than the
in
other Poggle figure
yeah,
we
the
have.
prequel era.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
In the Attack of the
2002,
Clones
I was,
line,
I was there right
we
after
got the
movie, playing with that
Geonosian
playset as a kid.
War
So,
Room,
really cool to
or
see this
Geonosis
come
War
to life.
Room,
A great figure
scene
and really
sets,
continuing that battle of
and
Geonosis theme. Like this is
we did not get a
there's
fully
plenty more
articulated
to
Poggle
come,
back
but
then.
this is a
So
great
this is
addition.
very, very nice.
Definitely. Okay, so that's Poggle the Lesser. He is $391 in our vintage collection.
Better be
hardback.
popping champagne.
And as I
That's
said,
awesome.
this wave
Oh,
is
that
a
card does
fan
look
channel
good.
and Amazon exclusive wave
I love
both
the
in the US
wings.
and
The
overseas.
wings look good on
The
him.
pre-order will be December 12th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the entire wave, all 4 figures will be available to pre-order all at once. So we have Greedo, the Snowtrooper Commander, General Veers, and Poggle the Lesser. Pretty good lineup.
That's a pretty great lineup, and I love that it really embraces the kind of diversity of different pieces of entertainment that we've
Yes.
got, all the way from the original trilogy to prequel trilogy and
Mhm.
weird aliens,
Yeah,
humans, troopers. Like it's really a nice wave. So,
yeah. And meaningful newness here as well. That Greedo gets his original 96 card back for the first time here with this figure. We have the Imperial Stormtrooper Commander on a card back now for the first time compared to the 3-pack. We have Viz with their updated likeness, and then all new from the
all
ground
new.
up.
The first time on a VC
Really,
card
really
back,
fun
but not the first
stuff.
time on a
Okay.
card back.
that's a great batch of TVC
It
stuff.
is indeed. And that's everything we have for vintage today. So stay tuned. There will be more to come in the new year. But thank you as always to the Vintage Collection fans. And we're going to move over to retro. So we have
Oh,
been
okay. This
slowly
has to be the
building
set with
out,
Gorinden in
the
it.
next item for retro, which is a 6-pack, a 6-figure multi-pack,
Yes.
and we've been focusing again on the original
On
trilogy.
the original trilogy, yeah. I see the couple that we've sneaked peeked at previously in there. We've got Gorinden and CZ3.
Man,
They're in there in the
the
second
retro
row. We have a
lineup's
little bit
really
far left,
filling
but,
out nicely.
yeah, so it's a great batch of figures. These guys have friends, and we don't want to leave you guys hanging. So we're revealing another figure today. So R4 M9 to get away from Tatooine, because we know there were some questions about
An
whether we were sticking
Imperial
with Tatooine or
droid,
not.
an
I brought an
R4
early
Kenner
prototype
style
of him here with
astromech.
me. But for R4, going to the Tantive, to those earliest scenes in Star Wars, Tantive, sorry. I have to retcon myself to
That's
that
okay.
because it's always going to be Tantive in my head. But R4 is one of the droids you see taken prisoner and marching down the hallway with the Rebel Fleet Troopers. So a great addition there. He builds out kind of that Rebel Fleet Trooper world and some
Yeah.
of that early Star Wars stuff. And in this release, I wanted to do something different. Like, obviously, he's got R2 style body.
Right.
So new label there, but growing up, we always had the Droid Builder playset, and that had that third leg for R2, but it never fit in R2.
No.
You had
that's
to build
true.
the special droid from the droid factory that
Right.
kind of was R2, but wasn't. But now we did a version of that center leg that comes out, so you can use that on your retro R2s or on your
Nice.
retro R4s.
Mhm.
So, and that should work even in classic
Fun fact,
Yeah.
the
stuff, 'cause we know
retro
they're
chopper also comes with
essentially replicas
a
of the
third
body.
leg.
So
Well, his wheel.
it's a great
That's really
addition,
cool.
a fun new way to play with that. So yeah, that'll come with him.
There you go. So shout out to Mr. Stevie for the checklist as always. Be sure to follow him and keep track of all of your retro
Very nice.
figures that we've been putting out. This is now, I think, 3 of 6. For this
Yeah,
pack?
3. Yeah,
3 of
this is the
6.
third one we've revealed. Yeah, there are more coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, and like I said, this is an early prototype, so like some of the deco is a little goofy on here. We're still refining things, but wanted to be able to show you guys and play
I
with
think it
it
looks
today.
awesome.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, fun stuff.
And thank you for
So,
bringing the physical model on. That's
Yeah,
exciting to see
yeah.
the prototype.
But
That was my
obviously
first
we've
time
got the-
saying that,
yeah.
so I'm pretty
Well, and
hyped.
it's got the clicky head and all that
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
So
Good.
yeah, just
Oh,
classic Kenner style stuff. It's
Yeah.
really fun. Yeah, I'm loving working on the retro line. So we're having a lot of fun doing it and looking forward to so much more.
Yeah. And retro fans, continue to keep us posted. Which characters you're looking for next?
there's so many
There's a
other
big
retro
character coming
or
up.
There is a big birthday.
OT characters that they could still add to the retro line. That
So that's everything for 375.
Not just from
today,
Star
which is
Wars
vintage and
either,
retro. Thank you as always for tuning in, and we're gonna move over to Black.
well, I did say OT.
Tom, great to have you back with us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you feeling festive too?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Loving your
enjoying
shirt, man. That's
enjoying the
awesome.
holiday spirit there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, trying to, Vader and I go way back, so we thought we'd celebrate Christmas together.
Man, Chris
Okay,
really
so
ran
we
out of there
have a very
fast
busy
in
December
that
already,
transition.
with some previous reveals for Black Series. So we're going to quickly recap those. For Amazon, we had a reveal earlier this month, which was for the Phase 1 Coruscant Guard Clone Trooper, as well as
Yeah.
the Officer for the training battle droids. So this was a battle.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you
item
guys
that
to go
was
ahead and do the other
some
two
different skins,
B1
right, that we
variants.
see
You got to
during
do the
the game.
heavy. You got to
So
do
I
the
think this was the
specialist. Now
first
you
time
got to
we did the
commit to the
Coruscant Guard.
others, which means you got to
In
do
Phase
2
1.
other cool clone
I
variants from the
believe it is,
game, which
yeah.
Yeah,
luckily
which is
there's
pretty
plenty of
exciting.
those to
And
choose
then
from.
we know that those clones
Might as well
always
go
like
ahead
to
and do a
get their
BX and a
training,
Droideka
time
and a
in, so had
B2
to get
since
another
we
droid
have
out there
those
as well.
molds too, which
So this is
that's
currently over
3
at
more
Amazon.
clones too
And
that we can
then
put out from
at
the game. So
CCXP
clone
later
fans,
on
you're
in
welcome.
December. Shout out to Eric. He was down in Brazil and he revealed the Season 1,
I am
Episode
looking
1
forward to that new
version of the
Mando.
Mandalorian, which was pretty
Like,
special indeed.
part of me is like,
So, Tom,
another
talk us through a
Mando
little bit
variant,
more of this,
but
of
on
this
the other
specific,
hand, that
figure
is
here.
my
Yeah.
favorite suit
Happy
for
to
Din
get back
Djarin.
into this guy. I know when we first did him
And
back
seeing
in
him
19,
get
I
a
believe,
nice,
it was
proper figure release,
the first time we had seen him. It was very exciting.
I can't be
actually
mad.
love
I
this
can't be
outfit.
mad at it.
Yeah.
I'm very
The-
excited for this
the
figure.
colors that are on here are great. Just the piecemealed armor
Mhm.
just looks fantastic. And so we
The kind
updated
of rusted look of
this
it.
guy to have soft goods for the
It's
first
such
time
a
as
good
well.
look.
So
I wish
that's
he had it for
designed
more
in such
than
a way
one
where the
episode.
armor is separate pieces to trap the soft
Mhm.
goods naturally. And then we've given him new gauntlets. Utilized some of the lower legs from the other Mando. Obviously the new helmet as well from before,
Mhm.
and he looks great. I'm really happy with the way he came out.
Yeah. So
That's
this is
that's a
part
that's a
built off
Mando.
of the Book of Boba Fett.
I'm gonna need
Correct.
Mando,
Brendan
right?
Wayne to
Okay.
sign.
Travis Ringwald.
And then so we have the hinge still at the the wrists?
No, these are roly-polies. These are new.
Okay.
So the hands
Oh,
are new.
nice.
These are the newest design.
Nice.
And also he comes with an additional, speaking of hands, an additional hand in order to hold the knife. I know it was a challenge before, holding that
Oh,
knife.
he comes with
the
his knife this time
previous
too.
hands
Very
that were more
nice.
designed for blasters, but there we go.
Let's make sure we get it on there. So you know how much I love the roly
Oh,
polies.
absolutely.
I didn't get to
Okay.
hear the pop.
And then the knife is just hidden down
Yep.
here.
Sheathed in his boot, like before.
You can just fit it on there as well. Holds it perfectly. So Mando's ready for some,
Okay, now do another
Hands-on
Paz Vizsla
which is pretty
with
It's
a
quite
knife
combat. Yeah,
and
it's
an
awesome.
energy shield in
So
Black
some
Series this
epic
time.
weathering all the way across here. As Tom mentioned, massive update to the sculpt.
Go ahead and put a
building
Tate
off of
Fletcher
that
head on
previous
it too
Mando
while
that
you're
we
at it,
did,
please.
and all around just a great looking figure. So this is going to be a Target exclusive
Yeah.
for Spring 26.
They picked a really
so,
good pose for
keep a
that.
close eye
I
on
love the
Target website,
the gunslinger lean that he
the
does.
in-store Target aisle for when this guy will be dropping in Spring 26. Okay, so we had some recaps there for
Can't believe I'm
CCXP,
excited for
recaps there
another Din Djarin
Amazon.
figure.
You ready for some new stuff?
Let's do it.
Okay,
But
so
here
we
we
have
are.
a number of new figures for you today, and we just had some gaming. We just
How
had
many
some
number?
of Disney Plus. Slightly different page that we're turning today. See what I did there?
Uh-huh.
We are starting with our next
Visions?
reveal, which is Cav from Scar Squadron. So, talk to us a little bit more about Cav.
Oh!
Yeah, Cav, we pulled in.
Oh, another
the
Scar Squad.
reference from
Cool.
the comics. Obviously,
We've only had
building
2
off the
of these
Scar
guys
Squad,
so
the
far.
next member of that team, and he comes with. He's built off of the base Stormtrooper body, but he comes with 4 vibro blades, and they're all independently sheathed. 3 on his chest, 1 on his
Nice.
thigh. He comes with a new belt,
prosthetic arm
pouches,
looks really good,
a
too.
unique little snub-nose blaster, and yeah, and then he's got the backpack as well that's attached there. So he looks really cool.
So
Very
we
nice.
previously made Creel and Mike, right?
Yes.
So Creel was
Yep.
the sergeant. Mike is one of the fellow troopers for Cav. So here
Creel's
with
also the squad leader.
Cav, he is the first time in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
Yep.
is pretty exciting
Yep.
too. So then you mentioned each of the pieces
Yep.
here,
That's so
all of
cool.
which are independently sheathed, and then the one that he has in his hand, which is pretty cool as well. So, yeah, looking
I
pretty
love
good
it.
there for Cav. So we have, that takes us to,
Also pointing out his robotic arm, which I was really a big
oh
fan
yeah,
of.
look at that. Okay, really nice. So we then have Creel previously, we have Mike previously, we have Cav. Do we want to add another one?
Sure.
Yeah?
There's more.
Okay, always more.
Another
So
Scar
we then
Squad?
have Misty, our next reveal.
No
So
way!
Misty
We're getting
here
2?
has, another debut for the Black Series, first time figure in the line. So talk us through some of the features here then.
Yeah, again, built off of the Stormtrooper. And he comes with also a vibro blade sheathed on his ankle there.
Mhm.
And he comes with a sweet sniper rifle, as well as the
I love the
hooded
cloak.
soft goods cloak. And the
And
new
we
belt
got a
as well
cloth
as
hood with
the
this one. Thank
thigh
you.
pouch. That's a separate piece.
I hope.
So he's got
I
a
know we
unique look
just
to
got
him
the
as well.
Jedi
He looks
Temple
pretty
Guard,
cool.
but I hope we get
Mhm.
another one day where
And
the hood
then-
on that is
So what's great about
soft.
both of these characters, they're both built off of the original 2020 Stormtrooper body, but with those significant upgrades.
Which
as
is
you
a
see
really
here
good
across
Stormtrooper mold.
both items. So what's great about this is that you get to really feel like they come to life off of the page. And my favorite part, and again, shout out to Hannah, our soft goods
I
specialist. She
think
does
we're
some
only missing
phenomenal
like
work
1 or
across
2 members
all
of
of
Scar
Star Wars
Squad
action
now, which is
figures.
the big guy,
But
for
the
sure.
way that sits across the helmet,
Yeah.
I think really gives him that mystique that we know the character to have. So it's pretty special there. We'll give you guys a 360. Now, both of these characters are going to be in a 2-pack, which is pretty special because that's the first
Oh.
time, not only for the characters, but the first time we have made a publishing 2-pack. So you guys would be familiar. We
Yeah,
have
they haven't done any comic
sometimes,
packs
usually,
with
I
more than
have
one
the
figure in
open 5th panel
Black
packaging
Series.
for that publishing execution. So we're going to show you guys here for the first time what that looks like in 2-pack
Oh.
form. Now, again, shout out to our creative services
Yeah, that's not
team
bad.
who manage out all of our packaging, both in-house and overseas. They do some truly phenomenal work. Some really unseen heroes on the team. So this has a 5th panel again that opens up just like this with the Velcro. So as you can see there, box is empty because figures are out here. But you've got the bios on the inside, and then if we turn it
Glad we got a
around,
window.
you can see that publishing artwork, the comic artwork, all the way
Creel
across.
looks so
he's on
awesome
there
in that
too,
panel.
which is pretty great. So pretty exciting that we have a number of these guys now in
Okay,
the
so
line.
we're just missing one.
I think we're just one more to go. So let us know in the chat, in the comments, if you're looking for that next character, and we will make sure that we
Yeah,
get to them
dude.
too.
Don't
As
leave
I
us.
mentioned, this is a
Don't
two-pack.
give
It's
us a
going to be
squad
Hasbro
of
Pulse exclusive.
4 out of the
The pre-order
5.
will be dropping in early 2026. So stay
Better do
tuned
the last
to
one.
the Hasbro Pulse socials for more information soon.
Excellent.
Okay. So moving on to our next reveal. We know that fans love the Clone Wars. We love the Clone Wars. And so our next character is a Jedi as seen in the Clone Wars, which is Plo Koon himself. So this is a first-time
Ooh, a new
look for
Plo Koon.
as seen in the Clone
Oh.
Wars. Our previous release of Plo was done in the
Looks like
Way of
the
Attack of the
double
Clones.
pin knees.
So talk us through what's new here for Plo.
Yeah, I mean, we've updated his Jedi robes to be a different color. He also has his clone trooper armor on his forearms.
Mhm.
So,
But does he have
yeah, but he
the
just
double-bladed
looks- he's such a
saber
cool
gauntlet this
He
time?
is.
alien and
Yeah.
Jedi master. So
So a couple of deco differences here too, right? So I think the brown is much darker here than on the previous one for the robes. Love that you called out the gauntlets because that is our key new bit here. So we have
It does
the
look really good with those gauntlets on.
the wolf pack style deco there, the insignia, the markings that the wolf battalion has, which is pretty good. And then we also have his force pushing hand as well as the lightsaber there too. So we mentioned the wolf pack. Now you can't have the wolf pack without
Oh,
who?
is this going to be a 2-pack?
Clone Commander Wolf
Is
himself.
it phase
So
1?
this is Clone Commander Wolf
another
in
phase
his
2.
phase 2
Is it the
armor.
same figure?
So we previously released him as a single item in 2018, I want to say.
No.
yes,
Something
Looks like the
that.
updated mold.
And that was on our previous
Those look
Clone
like
Trooper
single-jointed
body. This is on our
elbows.
latest and greatest Clone Trooper body,
Looks like
which is a 23
the
sculpt.
newer
Right?
chest
So
armor
talk us through what
torso.
else is new here.
yeah, like Brandon said, it's on the latest and greatest 3.0 body. So he's got all
Yep,
of that
okay.
articulation.
It's the new mold.
Really
Nice.
great range of motion with the butterflies and the elbows. as
This
you can see
wolf
here. He's
is
got
going
some
to be better than the
nice range
previous one.
there. We've
Articulation
also
and-
updated his helmet,
well, mostly
as well as
articulation
his
wise.
portrait. Might be a challenge to get it off, but so we have their new portrait, as well as a newly proportioned helmet and completely newly sculpted.
It looks really good.
Yeah, he's looking great. Comes with the 2 blasters and the soft goods skirt. Yeah.
And it's a great new likeness for Wolf there too, I think. Bringing that animation adaptation into
Now,
into the
Hasbro,
live
hear
action
me
Clone
out.
Wars. And the
What if
sculpt
we got a
work that you did
phase
on
1
this helmet is
2-pack
just
with sinker
absolutely
and
phenomenal.
boost?
Make sure to get a close up there, as well as all
Hear
of
me
the
out.
deco that Eric was able to capture, all of the details here for Wolf in that phase 2 look.
Yeah, it
So
looks
this
really
was
good.
such a worthy update,
Yeah, I was
and
happy
timely
to
update too.
get a chance to redo this one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think he looks great.
And our favorite thing when it comes to Clone Troopers too is they are clones of each other, right? But it's always amazing to see the different factions, different battalions of each of the individual Clone Troopers as well, from Bakara to
That new
Wolf to
Cody is so
It's
good.
great to see
The
that
new
different,
Bakara is great too,
how
but
that different silhouette
that new
comes
Cody
out.
is
such unique ones.
really
Yeah.
nice.
So, and that shoulder pauldron there you have for Wolf is also different to the one that we have
Yes,
here
that's right.
for Cody.
Yes,
so that's
it
a
is.
new piece there too,
Mhm.
Yep.
which is pretty exciting. So Wolf and Plo are going to be a 2-pack again. They are the latest item that we have for the Clones of the Republic subline. So these guys will be available at Hasbro Pulse and Shop Disney. They will be available for pre-order in early 26 as well. So stay tuned to the
I
Hasbro
wonder if
Pulse
we'll get
socials for more
Clone Wars
information on
variants
them
of
soon.
all of the
But
Clone
again,
Wars
2-packs
Jedi
today. Some pretty exciting stuff. We
with this
have
line. That's
2 all new characters.
that's pretty
First time
cool.
done for the Black Series with Cav and Misty, and then some great updates for a new look for Plo from Clone Wars,
Yeah.
and then an all new Wolf there as well. So pretty great stuff for Black Series today.
I'm digging it.
Okay, so fans, as always, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your support in 2025. We wish you guys a very happy holiday and a happy new year, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon.
May the Force be with you.
That's interesting, Michael. A couple of decent figs, but enough of the quote mold upgrade crap that is code for rehash old figures or just 2-pack them up. Gets worse every stream. I I don't know if I totally agree with that, mostly because there are so many characters in Star Wars, I mean, especially with clones, that have similar proportions and body parts. So, reusing older molds, especially if it's a really good current version of that character, is, I don't think, a bad thing. If it's not broken, don't fix it. But with that, there are some things that if you're going to refresh something, especially to an updated current form of articulation like we have in Black Series right now, go all the way. For that 2-pack in particular at the end with Plo Koon and Wolf, it was really good to have that Wolf fully updated on the current Clone Trooper body with the most current articulation. That Wolf looks incredible. However, Plo Koon is the other side of that coin, and he's not very updated. They only really changed the forearms and the paint on Plo Koon, and honestly, Plo Koon needed more of an update than that. He should be on the current Jedi leg articulation. He shouldn't have the double pin knees. I don't know why we're still doing the double pin knees. A lot of fans dislike them because they're unsightly compared to the current articulation we have now, which, I mean, it just as an example here, because it's close. Here's little Annie, for example. Most Black Series figures lately have these new socket-like single knee joints that are really nice and deep, and you get really good range of articulation with them. So we have been getting quite a few new Jedi as well with those new deeper knee joints. It's strange to me that Plo Koon also just didn't get new legs. I feel like there's probably a decent pair of Jedi legs amongst some of the most recent Jedi figures we've had in the past few years that would have better served that Plo Koon. Other than that, I think the rest of the Plo Koon figure looks pretty decent. I do like the deco on him. And going over to the Scar Squad guys, I mean, they kind of have to reuse other Stormtrooper parts because even in canon, though Scar Squadron, they're just using their own special modified Imperial Stormtrooper gear. Obviously, they have more weapons, gadgets, and gizmos than the average TK, but the base model from their armor, from what we see in the comics, is modified or heavily modified TK armor. So having them based off of those molds, I think, is really good. But I mean, looking at Cav, there's so much new there. There's so much new with Cav, especially with that left arm. That left arm looks so cool. I love the prosthetics on it. I wish they talked about it a little more. I'm glad they brought it up right before they moved on from him. But that was really cool too. But Scar Squad has personality. Plo, minor updates. I agree. That Plo should have been more. Plo should have been more. Now, aside from Black Series, the 3 3/4 scale announcements, we had some really cool ones there. Oh, yeah, that Plo looks so sweet. Oh, Poggle. Poggle is probably the thing I'm most excited about from this stream. I've ever since they started talking about Return to Geonosis with the HasLab gunship getting announced at SDCC last year, Geonosians getting an update in 3 3/4 scale, getting a nice fully articulated VC release is something that is very much on my wish list for this. And seeing that they are doing a Poggle figure, my hopes for us getting a regular Geonosian are really high because I feel like Poggle's a little bit more on the obscure side for a mainline figure release. So if they're going to go as obscure or as far over to do a character like Poggle for VC, I don't think it's ridiculous to believe that we're going to get a Geonosian as well. Nice, Randy. Oh my gosh, yeah, the old Poggle is not great. The old Poggle is not great, especially when he got reissued on Saga Collection card in 06, which was just the same figure as the one that came in the War Room, just without all the other Separatist leaders. Veers. General Veers. Finally, officially getting General Veers in VC is really good. This is awesome. But to be honest, we should have had him 6 years ago. 6 years ago, technically, since he won't be out until 2026. He should have been out in 2024 for the 40th of Empire. 100%. We got a Veers, a really nice Veers, not long before the 40th of Empire for Black Series 6-inch scale. And many of us thought that with that, we were going to get a Veers soon after. We didn't. It took us another 6 years to finally get Veers in Vintage Collection, but I think it was worth the wait because this figure looks incredible. The likeness is very, very nice on him, especially at that scale. And it's perfect timing since we just got an update to not just the Snowtrooper mold, which the previous regular Snowtrooper mold was really great and going strong for 3 3/4 scale for almost 20 years. Hasbro was using the same fully articulated Snowtrooper going all the way back to VC-like card in Saga Collection 06, where we got the first cloth goods removable helmet Snowtrooper, all the way up, and even got released in a VC 3-pack until earlier this year when we got the newest Snowtrooper update. And now we have a new Snowtrooper Commander update to go with it, which also looks very nice. Our last Snowtrooper Commander was released in the Black Series Phase 1 3 3/4 scale carded line in 2013-ish. And this one is, I think, much, much better. The articulation looks way better. It looks like he can move his limbs further out. The other one just, I don't know, it just seemed like it was caught in between a fully articulated line and being a 5 POA figure. And it was okay, but this is so much better. The detail looks great. Having the cloth goods comma is very, very nice. I love I love how the card back looks. That's a really good image of the commander there. Yeah, this is a nice one to have on VC card. It's really cool to see him in there. And it's also nice that they didn't just pack him in with a Snowtrooper Army Builder 4-pack and not put him on a card at all, like they've done with some of the Army Builder 4-packs. There's still some VC characters that come in those 4-packs that I feel still need their own single-carded numbered VC release, especially for the seal collectors who love displaying those beautiful carded figures because it is a great look. What else do we get? Greedo. The new Greedo is getting his own carded release in addition to his HasLab release. So once again, guys, if you missed out on the most recent HasLab Cantina, if you didn't back that, but you really liked some of the patrons that came with it, Greedo is getting his very first single-carded VC release very, very soon because he was another character that came out on one of those, I like to call it pre-VC, for the original Trilogy Collection and Saga Collection clamshell figures. I think he was Saga Collection. Greedo was released fully articulated with a cloth goods vest back then, and that's kind of why we haven't seen Greedo in TVC until now, because he was already on a Kenner-like card back for so long. So it's nice to see him on a proper VC card back. That'll be really cool. And who's the last one? We had Greedo, Commander. We had Poggle. There was one more VC release. Why am I blanking on it? Oh, no, we already covered them all. Never mind. Veers was the other one. And then Retro. I'm surprised they didn't show the whole 6-pack already. They're really working on this 6-pack, and I wonder who the other 2 figures are going to be, because the first one was Gorindin. The second one was Stormtrooper Han, or was that in the last pack? I forgot who just got announced before this other one. And then the new one, the most exciting one I think so far, is R4M9. That R4M9 is really cool. I was not expecting to get more astromechs in the retro line anytime soon. It's nice to see that they're still getting droid updates alongside cool aliens and other just versions of characters that we never got back in the Kenner days, like Stormtrooper Han, for example, who never came out until Power of the Force 2. And by then, the stylization of their action figures had changed so dramatically that it didn't really fit in with your original vintage run, because there was also a decade separating them in addition to that. So it was cool to see that Stormtrooper Han's going to live in retro in that Kenner style, as it was going to in the Epic Continues had that line come out back in the day. Overall, some pretty cool reveals today. Not as many reveals as I was expecting. I mean, there was certainly a number of reveals today, and it was 9. There were 9 reveals today. We got 4 Vintage Collection reveals today. We got 4 Black Series reveals today. Technically, 2 Black Series reveals today, since they were 2 packs, but 4 figure reveals, I guess. Yeah, all in all, not a bad fan stream. What did you guys think? Was there some figures you were hoping to see that just didn't get announced today? What are some figures that you were looking forward to see go with some of the things that got announced today? Since Greedo is coming out on TVC card, I wonder if we're going to see any of the other Cantina exclusive characters get released on a regular run TVC card back. And I also wonder if we'll see some of the characters that didn't make the tier unlocks get released on TVC card back to fill out the line, since those tiers didn't get unlocked. Even the HasLab backers don't even have them. So who knows? We'll have to stay tuned and wait and see at the next fan stream to see if those figures come out as well. And hopefully they announced our 5th member of Scar Squad, because it was so funny that he asked if we wanted the rest of the team. I mean, why wouldn't we? If we have 4 of the 5 members, I definitely don't want only 4 of the 5 members. And after they finish this Imperial team, what's a team or squad in Star Wars that you would like to see get made in the Black Series 6-inch scale line next, or even started in the 3 3/4 scale line in the Vintage Collection? I think it would be really cool to see some of these comic book characters like Scar Squadron get released in TVC, in addition to their Black Series 6-inch scale releases for those fans who like to collect and build their worlds like we do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you're looking forward to. And make sure you check out rebelscum.com for all kinds of Star Wars toy news, reviews, and more. We've been going since 1996. It's been a lot of fun. And make sure you follow us on social media. You can follow me at Triptychonus on Instagram and TikTok for more Star Wars fan content, Roger content, and more. Check out Order 66 Toys if you like Star Wars toys and collectibles. We go live every Friday night on the Order 66 Toys Facebook Live show. And Rebel Scum Con Year 3 is coming up August 7th through the 9th, 2026 at the Frisco Conference Center. And that is shaping up to be a hoot and a half of an event. So if you're looking to come and visit, or if you're already in the area, come share RSC3 with us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to spending that time with you guys. That's it for today. Stay tuned for more of our reviews and content, and we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the Force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.